It's June, and here's how our family of 5 is planning to spend and save all of our income this month. If you're new here, hey, I'm Marissa, and I talk about family finance and ways you can budget, save, and make more money for your family. So I'm going to show you how we plan to budget this month. We are a family of 5 living in Phoenix, Arizona. We have 3 sons who are 5, 3, and 10 months. And here's our budget. So this is the budget template that I use, and I also have this available on my shop. You can check it out. I will leave a link to it down below. It's an instant download, works in Excel and Google Sheets, and you can check that out there. And here is our income section. First, we have Jacob's income. My husband Jacob works in marketing and he works fully remote, which is lovely. So he takes home his income, and then I am a stay-at-home mom with my 3 boys who keep me very busy, but I also do virtual bookkeeping and run this social media business on the side as well, so I do bring in some income from that. And if you're interested in learning more about bookkeeping, I have a course called Next Level Bookkeeper, which teaches you how to do bookkeeping tasks and launch your own bookkeeping business like I have done. I love that it provides steady income for my family each month through bookkeeping, because social media can be very up and down. Both are great. Both have different pros and cons, but I have really enjoyed adding bookkeeping to an income stream for our family. I also have a free guide to bookkeeping, which I will also leave down below, and you can check that out there. So altogether, we are planning to bring home $8,858 after taxes, 401k, insurance, HSA, all of that kind of stuff. So now to show you where we plan to spend or save every dollar this month. The first thing that we have here is our expense section. We have our tithe and African New Life. I have this blocked out for privacy, but we are Christians. We give to our church and other organizations. Next we have is our mortgage at $25,6455, a standard because our interest rate is 6.6%. Then we have our HOA, which is $138 each month. I really do not mind living in a neighborhood with an HOA, so that's fine by me. We also get pool access with that, like that. Next we have is natural gas, which is about $25 each month. Then our electric, we are on budget billing, so they just average out our bill for the year. So we pay $187.52 every month, and that is our annual average bill. And then we have trash, which is $22 each month, water, which is about $95, and then internet for our home is $60. Phones for myself and my husband is $120. Then we have insurance, which is at $272. This is car and homeowners insurance together. Then we have life insurance. We have a policy on myself and my husband Jacob at $52.89 each month. Next we have is groceries at $7.50 for our family, and then eating out is $150. We typically do very inexpensive things for eating out. Next we have is gas for our cars, which is at $150 each month. Since my husband works from home and I'm a stay-at-home mom, we don't have a lot of gas spend. Next we have is fun for $50, which I know is not a lot, but truly you don't need to spend a lot to do fun things with your family. We love to do like a weekly donut run with our kids, go to the park. There's lots of free options that we do with our family, so I know $50 isn't a lot, but you don't need to spend a lot on fun. Next we have is miscellaneous at $150, because there's always random things that come up in your budget, so having a place for it is great, so $150 there. I do have this blocked off for privacy, but we do contribute each month to our 3 sons' 529 college savings plans. So altogether, the money that is going out of our household this month is $5,864.96. Now for our savings. This leads me to the big financial goal that we are working on right now, which don't laugh. Don't laugh. But we are working to increase our emergency fund a bit more. We've had a 6-month emergency fund and we've had that amount set aside in our bank, but as things have gotten more expensive, the monthly expenses get higher, and therefore our 6-month emergency fund is no longer 6 months. So we do want to increase our emergency fund just a little bit to keep up with how expensive things are. So we are planning to put every extra dollar we can to this emergency fund. Also during this time, we are still contributing to our 401k, Roth IRAs, doing all of that stuff. We put about 20% of our household income away each year to retirement. That's our goal for this year. And we also are contributing to our kids' college. So with every extra dollar we have, we want to beef up our emergency fund a little bit more. This month is pretty laughable for that though. $18.04, because this is the extra dollars and extra pennies that we had in our budget. We'll see if maybe we can come in lower on some expenses this month and add some more to that so that it's more than $18, because yeah, that's not much, but It's something. Okay. Next we have is property taxes. We're putting $275 each month to our property taxes. We pay this on our own. We don't go through escrow. I know a lot of people do escrow, and that is great. I just prefer to pay it myself. I'd rather earn interest on the money that I'm setting aside, and then I pay it. I keep it on my calendar so I know when I need to pay taxes, and just write the check and I'm done. Next we have is taxes. Since I am self-employed, I do set aside taxes to be paid quarterly, and also some additional tax withholdings to pay if we have a tax bill come due at the end of the year. But I am not putting to that right now. You will also see that these 3 funds are in a different color, and that is because this is the money that I keep in our high yield savings account. A high yield savings account is wonderful. If you haven't opened one already, go take 5 minutes and open a high yield savings account. I will leave a link to the one that I use down below, which is CIT Bank. I've been using them for 2 years now, and they are wonderful. A high yield savings account works just like a normal savings account, except you earn significantly more interest, like over 10 times the average national rate. So why not let your emergency fund and other short to medium length savings goals sit in your high yield savings account. We kept our money here when we had sold our previous house, and we had a few months until we bought our new one. We kept that money there, as well as our emergency fund, our taxes, that kind of thing. Right now, CIT Bank has 2 high yield savings accounts, a Platinum Savings and a Savings Connect account. The Platinum Savings has a higher interest rate, but you need $5,000 in this account to receive that rate. They also have a Savings Connect account, which has barely a little bit of a lower rate, but you only need $100 in this account to earn that interest. Here's what I made in interest last month. Wonderful. CIT Bank is also FDIC insured. There's no monthly fees, maintenance fees, opening fees, anything like that. You just get to earn interest each month, which I've been putting that interest to our kids fund, but maybe I'll start putting it more to our emergency fund since we're working on that big goal right now. If you want to learn more about high yield savings accounts and if you should open one, I made a video about that, and you can check that out here to get more info. But I will also leave a link to CIT Bank down in the description box below. You can check them out there. Open a high yield savings account, one of the easiest things you can do to better your money, earn some extra interest each month on your emergency fund. Next we have is birthdays. My 2 sons had birthdays in May and June when they turned 5 and 3. So I'm setting aside just a little bit more for birthday stuff to finish off gifts that we were getting for the kids. I don't think we're going to spend this all. So if we don't, I will take the extra money and put it towards our emergency fund. Next we have is Jacob. He gets $150 of personal spending money each month. I get $75. The only reason why that's different is because Jacob's just more of a spender, and that's okay. Next we have is extra giving. We put $50 a month into an extra giving fund so that we can say yes to additional giving opportunities if they come up. And then gifts fund for things like baby showers, weddings. We don't really go to weddings anymore. All of our friends are married and having babies. Mostly baby showers, or if our kids go to a friend's birthday, then, you know, using this fund to cover those gifts. Then clothing, $50 a month for clothing for my husband and myself. Vacation, we are putting $200 a month into our vacation fund. My husband and I have our 10-year anniversary coming up this summer, and we are doing like a quick little getaway. So I want to have a little money saved up for that so we can do fun things on that trip. Next we have is Christmas. We put $100 each month into our Christmas fund. If you haven't started one yet, now is the time. Start saving for Christmas so that you can have money to spend when Christmas rolls around. And also, you can then use the money that you're saving throughout the year to buy things when they go on sale. I already bought a couple toys for my boys for Christmas because they were on a great sale. So I'm just going to stick them in the closet and wrap it up when December comes. Next we have is medical at $400 each month. We take our annual deductible, divide that by 12, and save that amount each month so that we will have all of our medical bills covered if we need to. Next we have is dues and subscriptions, $100 each month that we save for that. And then car maintenance at $75, house maintenance at $500. Because being a homeowner isn't cheap. Even though our house is brand new, we want to have money saved up in case we need to cover something. Then we have household at $150 for things like paper towels, toilet paper, soap, detergent, all that kind of stuff. And then kids, we have $600 for our kids fund to cover things like preschool, swim lessons, toys, diapers, clothing, anything we have to buy for the kids because we have kids goes here. So altogether, we have $2,993.04 going towards savings into our sinking funds. And our total out is $8,858, which is the combination of our expenses and savings. And this difference, which should be zero, is zero. So we have our zero-based budget ready to go. And that is a look at our budget for the month of June. If you want to get started with budgeting, check out my budget template linked down below, as well as sign up for CAT Bank. Get yourself a high yield savings account and start earning some interest on your savings, which is also linked below. And I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.